Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a video on a Nerf mod that I've done. This is a XBZ using part of the tactical XBZ kit from Thingiverse, as well as a stockade stock and a air compressor from Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead show you the blaster here. It is about as long as a long shot with a recon barrel on it. See over on this side we have a Out of Darts Proud Papa. We have a hopper right here on the top, an Amazon Reflex sight. This is a portable bike tire inflator that runs off of a battery charged with a micro USB cable. And so what we're going to do here is open the cap. We're going to take one of our PVC speed loaders. Load the blaster up with 6 short darts. Then turn on our compressor. We're going to check to see that the PSI is set where we want it. I'm running it at 38 PSI. And you just press the button. Now the blaster's air tank is charged. Fire a shot. Charge the air tank again. Get your air tank charged up again. Fire a shot. So that is 6 shots from an XBZ in about 20-30 seconds. I'm getting about 150 FPS with Worker Gen 3 darts and about 135 to 140 with the cut down axe darts that I prefer to use because the hopper seems to like them a little bit better. With the worker darts, you will occasionally get a failure to feed unless you're really vigilant about checking the blaster and shaking it when it's stuck. If you add the worker twist scar onto this barrel, you will drop the FPS about 10 to 15, which will make the cut down axe darts legal for any HVZs, which will allow a compressor, which is not most of them. So don't expect to be using this at something like End War. They don't allow air power. We've also got the Proud Papa attachment from Out of Darts, paracord charge. When your hand is on the compressor in the charging position, it's very simple. Just reach your thumb up, fire the Proud Papa attachment. I've got the 3-dart shotgun on here that will fire elites or short darts. I also have a mega attachment. I'm going to look into getting some more attachments for this in the future because in combination with a medium to high FPS blaster like an XBZ, having something that gives you a quick backup shot is very essential. And for clubs that allow megas to break shields, it is good to have that as an option. You can just go ahead and quick change them as they've designed them to do. We're using 4 by 6 millimeter pneumatic tubing with screw-in fittings on the compressor and through a PVC end cap into the XBZ tank. The ammo storage on the stockade stock is intact. It'll still take full lengths. It'll also take short lengths. So you can use that to load up here if you run out of speed loaders or load the Proud Papa attachment. I have a overpressure release valve on here. So if I were to crank the PSI up to, let's say, 46, that's going to pop and keep the air pressure from getting so high that it could damage my XBZ tank. They're getting pretty expensive and hard to find, and you also don't want to make a really big mistake and pump it up high enough that it can rupture, which could be dangerous to you or people around you, especially if it's right up here by your face and you're aiming down the sight. You want to avoid any kind of error that can cause damage to your face because you only get one face. The one that we're born with is the one you live with. We've got a Picatinny mounted angled foregrip here. that allows us to wrap our thumb around to the top where the blast button is on the XBZ. I'm using the magazine follower from a broken Chronos that's held in place by Gorilla duct tape that has some spring tension because of the inherent tension of the plastic, which allows it to pop up back in place. If you do this, you need to be careful that you don't tape it down too tight, because if you hold down the blast button on the XBZ while it's priming with air, it will just leak and leak and leak and leak, and your compressor will run and run and run and get hotter and hotter and not fill your tank at all. So you can take an XBZ tank above the 38 PSI that I prefer to run this at. You will get higher FPS. You would probably want a better barrel. This is not really an optimal air blaster barrel. It's more of a Springer barrel. It has a pretty tight fit on the darts. For air, you want a little bit looser. With an XBZ, you should easily be able to get up to 200 feet per second with an optimized barrel using a setup like this. There is some air leakage on the Tactical XBZ kit that you can fix with hot glue or epoxy or possibly Teflon tape on your screws if that's a route you want to go down. And I believe that's everything. We've got some hockey tape on here. It's not structural for the blaster. None of this would fall apart without it. What it's doing is adding a bunch of bright green color to this blaster. So in conjunction with the orange and the orange barrel and the orange on the Proud Papa and the neon green on here, this doesn't really look weapon-like at all. It looks like a toy or a little bit of a mess of garbage from plumbing section at Lowe's, if you really want to be honest about it. So that is my compressor-fed Tactical XBZ. I'll be doing farther mod showcases on this channel, as well as gear reviews, blaster reviews, and reviews for hobby accessories such as the Proud Papa, and I also am going to do a review on the Mini Key from Artificial Armory. So if you want to get updated when those come out, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'd really appreciate it if you would like this video. Thank you for watching.